Hey, everybody, welcome back to Game 101. So, once again, I'm going to utilize old school Professor Leykis video to show you young guys out there what you can become if you allow yourself to become pussy. So, this is a funny ass episode because it shows you, like, in today's world, dudes really don't know how to be dudes anymore. So, this is kind of an example of what can happen. And the professor, of course, handles it masterfully. So let's get started.
Good evening. How are you?
Good.
Good. I am a long-time listener of your show, and normally I only listening until I get a chance to call you to get some information.
Yes, sir.
Such as, what are your credentials as a professor?
Well, I don't have a college degree and have never claimed to, unlike some physiologists who are on the air with their PhDs claiming to be experts in things. I never claimed to have a college degree, and I don't think you need a college degree.
Well, I think when you give out information such as you do that affects life decisions.
I think experience is very important, and I've got lots of it.
Okay.
Years of experience.
Okay, and I'm just trying to put two and two together here. You mentioned that men are pussified if they give flowers and things of that sort.
Before you didn't hear the whole thing. Before they have an attachment or before they are married, I did not ever comment on what guys should do once they are married.
Between marriage and the beginning of a relationship, something happens between there.
Flowers unnecessary.
Your program deletes anything from the first date to marriage. It deletes it.
No, it doesn't. Sex. I didn't delete that.
You didn't delete that. Women are more than a place to deposit sperm.
I'm telling you that any man who spends money on flowers or dinners is a fool.
I'm waiting. Go ahead.
I just finished. That's a complete thought.
That's a complete thought.
There's a period at the end of that sentence, yeah.
Okay, that's your opinion, but as a professor, that is hardly intelligent thinking.
Well, because you don't agree with me?
Well,
because you're a pussy and because you want to promote pussification, therefore I'm an idiot?
Tom, here's what I see. Ratings are what you care about.
That's true of every radio program on the dial. Don't kid yourself, Joe.
Like Madonna, the shock value. If your show is quantity, that's what matters.
Well, first of all, we're not here to discuss radio or how radio is done, except to say this. There isn't a radio show on the air that isn't in it for ratings. I will say this. I never say anything on this program I don't believe. Ever. Ever.
Fully believe that you're...
Well, there you go. So what? You're worried that I'm expressing my opinion and getting ratings?
No, too many results.
I'll tell you what, if I were on the air making opinions up or being a devil's advocate just to get ratings, you'd have a legitimate critique. But if I'm coming on the air and expressing my opinions and people find them compelling and want to tune in, what's it to you?
Too many results from your thinking are in this world, and it's not...
What results are those?
Look at the headlines. Look at a 6-year-old
headlines
who blows off another.
When did I go on the air and recommend that 6-year-old kids go out and kill people?
You don't think two people in a relationship are probably a key to that? You don't think two people in a relationship probably are...
What does that have to do with this show? I want you to show me one piece of empirical evidence that I came on the air and said something that caused someone to kill someone else.
You're so far in front of the trees you can't see the...
Where is the evidence? I'm listening.
You're listening. You're promoting thought.
Where is the evidence?
Your thought promotion from Leykis.
Oh, so in other words, expressing my opinion is dangerous.
It's not, you say it's your opinion, but you come on saying that you're a professor.
I am the professor.
You are not a professor.
I am.
This is what drives your ratings. And
wow.
You will lose me as a listener tonight because I have
my goal. I know, because you're so much smarter than I am, right?
I never said that. Never said
you're a pussy.
Than you.
You're the professor of pussy. That's what you are. The pussification of America. There you are. That's you.
Tom, you don't get it.
Oh, no, I do get it.
All you look...
I do get it.
You don't.
What is
care.
your wife there with a gun to your head making you call in? What are you, like America held hostage?
Tom, I have been married for 10 years.
I can tell.
And I have a wonderful relationship.
Yes.
This is what I see.
It's like those videos they used to show during the Iranian hostage crisis. I am doing great. Do not send the troops in. Nobody is threatening to kill us.
Please don't go.
The Ayatollah is wonderful.
Please don't go there.
Your wife is the Ayatollah.
I don't think you've spent any time in the military, so I'd suggest.
Oh, boy. He's bragging. He's in the military. Got married at 20 years old. Now he's going to lecture me.
I got married when I was 25.
Well, you claimed a duly to be 30 years old, and you've been married 10 years. So I did a little simple subtraction.
Maybe a little dating went on there, like 5 years of it. You're thinking.
What?
This is what I believe happened, Tom. What you promote, you cannot care, so you do not care. I believe this happened to you. I don't know anything about your family situation, but I
damn
believe
straight you don't.
Somebody just did a sperm deposit, and this is the reason.
That is how most of us were born, Joe.
Right.
Get a clue. You were born because your father was too lazy to go to the drugstore. That's why you were born. You were not planned. You were not in the plan. You just happened, like most of us.
Tom, I believe, and I know through my parents, I was planned.
What are they going to tell you? You were an accident?
You, however,
Get with the program, pal.
Tom, I believe on your status and
you're really angry, aren't you? Listen to how bitter you are.
And what you spout.
How angry
There was
you are.
not two loving parents.
Why do you have a problem with my opinion? I mean, I'm expressing my real opinion. You can't blame me for being honest, can you? Are you saying that I should lie about my opinion or hide it?
You don't need to use America Airways to spread your...
Oh, well, where should I spread my opinion?
Sit and write letters. Sit and talk to an animal.
You know what? Because I'm more articulate and intelligent than you, I got a job being paid to express an opinion on the radio.
Only through spreading trash.
Well, whatever, Joe. Guess what? I'm down here laughing all the way to the bank, and you're sitting home calling me. Who's the idiot?
I'm not at home either.
Wherever.
There's some real...
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? You're right. It doesn't...
Unless you're calling from your mansion somewhere and your butler handed you the phone, guess what? Well, the joke's on you.
Maybe I have a mansion. Maybe I have a butler.
No, you don't.
Money is not a situation.
You don't.
Money is not a question.
You don't.
There is more in this life than dollars.
That's what people without money always say.
You talk about bitter. I heard last week when you talked and how bitter you were.
How
about
angry
one
you
radio
are.
station to another. I will gladly listen to another radio station.
Yeah, but you were listening last week, and now you're listening again. I mean, it seems to me no matter how much you say you won't listen, you can't stop listening.
You didn't hear. I originally said play the tape back. I originally said I would listen until I could call and get through.
Oh, I see.
really
So you've been
think
trying for a week to get through.
Loosen those headphones.
Oh, please.
Clean the ears.
Joe, you'll be listening long after you hang up the phone.
Tom, good night.
So if you're actually listening to what this dumb caller was saying, he sounded like a lot like he was arguing like a broad, which is the point I was trying to make with this episode here. A lot of dudes these days are just so pussified, and I think it happens when dudes hang around chicks too much. And if something happens to you, just you become less masculine, you become something else entirely, really. Just whacking with hard so much estrogen at once. I can't stand being around bras like that. Just because chicks are annoying, but like I just don't need to be around chicks like that. And when you are, you turn into the guy that called into this episode, Professor Leykis. So that's the lesson for today. Don't turn into a puss.